Hey guys, if you'd like to see more Terraria news from me, make sure to leave a comment on this video. I would appreciate it. And go ahead and make sure to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell for future Terraria news. Hey guys, welcome back. This is Jackson, the channel of Jackster. We just got the new state of the game for January 2021. And I think it's looking pretty awesome. So let's get on to the news. I'll leave a link to the article in the description, so make sure you check it out if you want to go check everything out yourself, because we'll just do a quick overview probably. Greeting Terrarians, welcome to 2021. Here's hoping that the new year has as much good in store as 2020 had bad. Then again, 2020 brought us Journeys In for Terraria, so maybe in this context we can hope that 2021 brings us more Terraria goodness. While action on the PC front is focused on the workshop, as well as some team learning activities, development on console, with even a little bit new tidbit for the mobile fans, continues to heat up. On top of that juicy news, we'll be setting the stage for what comes next, and everyone reaches Journey's End, and we have all platforms at parity later this year. That's great news, guys. There's no better way to kick off Terraria in 2021 than an action-packed state of the game. So let's dive in. Okay, so we got our normal table of contents, and we start out with the PC stuff from Relogic. Steam Workshop support for texture packs and world sharing still in development. All right, here we are in 2021, a year that we personally think holds so much in store for Terrarians everywhere, as well as our little studio, as we have eyes on both the present and the future. Steam Workshop support remains well under development for Terraria after a bit of a slow period over the holidays. Hey, even we crazy folks at Relogic need a bit of a rest from time to time. Says we do not quite yet have an ETA to provide when this will release, but we'll be hopeful that we will have a better sense of a launch window soon. Again, we encourage everyone to check out what is already in offer in regards to texture packs and worlds here on TCF, and that's Terraria Community Forums, both for ideas and see what might hopefully be available in the workshop in the near future. And then they have links to both of those for the worlds and the texture packs. Just as a reminder, Steam Workshop for the core Terraria game will not support Terraria mods. As for all things Terraria mods, it still remains firmly in the realm of Tmod Loader and the team behind that. So that's good to know. So the mods will stay with Tmod Loader, and then the texture packs and maybe some worlds will be available with the workshop in Steam. Okay, so what else has been going on for Relogic team? Well, with Terraria content updates behind them, our art team has been taking some time to expand their skill set a bit, messing around in Unity. This allows the team to continue and grow and remain productive, even though we're in a period of relative downtime in terms of art needs. None of this should be taken as OMG new game. These are merely learning activities to help our team grow in compatibility. Which, that's good, they're talking about, keeping themselves up to date. Unity is used by a lot of game developers. Since the art team has also been messing around as different styles. Again, this should not be taken as art for a new game. These are just learning experiences to expand their skill sets as a team. And it has this little dude spinning around in a circle. Looks pretty cool. All right, now soundtrack updates. We are ever getting closer to the release of Terraria's Collector's Vinyl soundtrack. There's still time to get your pre-orders in so that you can be among those first to have the amazing set. I did actually pre-order this. That's pretty cool. I'm in the US and it has to be shipped from, I think it's in Europe or in the UK, I believe, or something like that. Okay, so they talk about more of that, and then Journey's In hotfix changelog if you have a bug you need to support or report, not support, report. This is thanks again, Terrarians. We're always blown away by your support. And then it's talking about the Tmod Loader news. Remains hard work and getting TML up to the 1.4 era. They just recently announced on Twitter that they will bring a new team member to the core to TML team to accelerate the progress towards TML up in the Terraria 1.4 era. So that's Journey's End is 1.4. So right now all the mod loader stuff is for 1.35. And then here's the tweet. And it just says, please join the TML team and welcome the latest core member. Community contributions are most welcome. If you'd like to help learn more, check out their Discord. But then hopefully it won't be too much longer. And then it says Relogic team has not directly developed TML, so bugs with TML is best reported to the links below, and they have their own link to report it in their Discord. So now we get down here to the console news, which I've done a little bit of sneak peek because I've seen, well, I had a suggestion along with a few other people over here. I think this is what it's talking about, keyboard and mouse support. This is the real original suggester. I mean, I made a comment about this a long time ago, but and let's get down here and read what my comment is. On the first page, I said at Clear Conscious and Pipeworks Studios, which now it's not Pipeworks that is handling it, but at the time it was. And this is 2 years ago. Yeah, a little over 2 years and a couple months, basically. It says, hello, now the Xbox has officially opened support for keyboard and mouse on the console and left it up to developers to add the functionality. What are the chances of getting native support for this great game on consoles? I think this would be a great add for the console players and those of me who like to play on both PC and console. Well, I play on most all platforms the game is on, but especially for the latest generations of consoles that support the 1.3 is being ported to. Thank you, and looking forward to your response. So now let's jump back over to the update. It says, what about exclusive boss items? When will be added? When will be removed in crossplay? This is something that's been talked about for a while. It says, we would like to take a few moments today to provide a bit of insight into these two important interrelated questions, as we give everyone a little sneak peek in what we hope to bring about once everyone reaches content parity in 1.4.1. Let's start out with the bigger picture here, which we hope will be big news for everyone. It's something to very much look forward to. Relogic and DR Studios, which DR Studios took over from Pipeworks, intend to take our best shot at both crossplay and save cross portability once Everborn is at parity on 1.4.1. Yeah, I'm going to be making some content on the mobile and the PC parity soon, hopefully. And so we get on to it. It says, that's right, folks. We are ready to officially announce that we're going to make an attempt. Please note the emphasis on the word attempt at not only crossplay, but also ability for players on one platform to be able to take their saves with them when playing on another platform. Imagine a world where you could take PC saves with you on vacation with you on your phone, or your mobile saves over to your buddy's house and play a split screen on their PlayStation. Imagine a world where you're able to connect all the various branches of Terraria community together as one in order to enjoy the amazing multiplayer experience that Terraria has to offer. We happen to like how the world sounds, personally. We are also very much looking forward to sharing our progress on this initiative once we get going in earnest post 1.4.1. So they've got to get, the release out first. And now we have some here in red. See if we highlight that, make it a little easier to read. So now it's important to note that this is not going to be an easy journey for us to take, and we cannot make any definitive promises that we'll be fully successful. There are a ton of technological and logistical barriers to success here. However, where we can make this dream a reality, we will. That much we can say. We will be accepting all of your well wishes and happy thoughts for as long as our days ahead. So that leads us into another question, which is very intertwined with the notion of technical feasibility and crossplay and cross portability. What about those remaining console exclusives? Mobile has already had them all redacted. After much internal debate and under consistent guidance from the Warren Terraria initiative, we have made the tough call to remove all remaining console exclusives from Terraria with the Journey's End update. We must make this move at the time because of two factors. And this is not a surprise to anybody who's been keeping up with the news. It says, though we may be able to support different features, UIs on each platform, they must have the same content to be compatible with each other. We will not be adding all the exclusives to PC or mobile, as they are inconsistent with our vision of the game. And those exclusives were added by the different developers of the ports. So for console and mobile, they had their own little exclusives, but that's because the people who ported the game added their own little features to it. And Relogic has always been upfront saying, that wasn't their goal. They wanted to have the game the same. And if you guys want to have worlds that can be compatible with one another, then we need to have content that's compatible with every version too. Okay, so continue on here. It says, we know that this will not be well received by many in the Terraria community, and we can certainly empathize for those feelings. However, the bigger plans to even have a chance to succeed, this is a necessary step that we must take at this time. Existing exclusive items will be removed from the game with 1.4, which with possible compensatory replacements as appropriate. We will provide any details with the console journeys and changelog when that comes around. We are happy to address the questions on either of those news items in this thread, and we'll be able to attempt to do so on social media, Discords, etc. Hopefully, everyone can come together and see that this is needed to move for the bigger picture for all Terrarians. Again, like I said, that's kind of explanatory. Yes, everything. That's understandable. And then it goes on, we'll get to Xbox and PlayStation news here. It says, happy 2021. The DR team has been hard at work at polishing console Terraria experience with a focus on optimization, the multiplayer experience, as well as control UI improvements. Lots of great progress has been made every day. Speaking of the last category, anyone want to see a sneak peek of the latest addition to Terraria console controls arsenal? And then we got the keyboard and mouse right here for us. It says, at long last, often requested addition of keyboard and mouse controls to console Terraria is alive and kicking. We're expecting to roll this out with the upcoming Journey in 1.4 update. So hopefully this gives everyone just one more thing to look forward to when the happy day arrives. Now, we do not have a date yet. Sorry. And then we got another item here in red. It says, also keep in mind that this is an alpha version of Terraria 1.4 on console. Lots of things such as the final UI, etc. are still subject to change, so don't get too hung up on anything. The key is here to show off the new way to play on consoles. Hopefully that kicks off your new year the right way, console Terrarians, and we're very much looking forward to sharing more of our progress of Journey's End draws closer and closer for each and every day. And then the Nintendo Switch news. See above, we're doing our best to work on the same platforms at the same time in order to minimize the delay in launch between Xbox and PlayStation and Nintendo Switch. That is not to say that they would necessarily be simultaneous, but working in parallel means we can cut way down on any possible delays. And let's get over here to mobile news. Oh, look at this. This is looking pretty good. As with last month, we are mostly quiet on Terraria mobile front as DR team is focused elsewhere at the time being. That said, we did recently add a little goodie that some folks might find interesting. Yeah, that's right. Alongside already existing gamepad support, we will be adding keyboard and mouse support for Terraria Mobile in the future update. We have a few other tidbits that we know we'll need to get in alongside this. Fancy water, for example, new feature. So we'll be looking into that as well. Then, of course, there's the subject of 1.41. But as we said before, that's a topic for a later time after console 1.4 is out for everyone. So hopefully this piques your interest and gets you excited for the road ahead on mobile. Yeah, I definitely like that. I like that idea. Keyboard and mouse support for a lot of tablets and even phones is pretty prevalent nowadays. So, and then they're talking about the Journeys in mobile bugs reports. It's not much else to share from the mobile land this month, as most of the progress on the console side. We do hope you thoroughly enjoy the mobile Terraria has to offer over the holidays. No better time to start a new playthrough with friends and family. It truly remains an honor to be able to work on Terraria on behalf of the entire team. We thank you for your support, patience, and passion, and kind words. We are so very much looking forward to keeping the momentum rolling strong in 2021. See you on the other side, Terrarians. And then we get over to the community. Since greeting Terrarians, here's the latest and greatest happenings in the community side of things. Thanks as always for being the most engaged and awesome gaming community ever. I agree with that statement wholeheartedly. And then they got the merchandise, they got some pins. Pretty cool looking baby eater hanger. That's a hanger there, so that's cool. Senshi just keeps putting out amazing products, don't they? The latest in the Biome Pin series, here's one might be our favorite yet. Join Truffle on a stroll through the mushroom biome on the hunt for the elusive truffle worm. And did we mention that it glows in the dark? Cool. Not to be outdone by the duo of Baby Eaters offerings, a cute pin coupled with the first Terraria plush offered in quite a while. Who doesn't want to have the Baby Eater plush hanging dangling from their favorite bag on their way whenever life may take you, wherever life may take you? Click on the banner above to see the latest offerings from Senshi, as well as the entire Senshi Terraria collection. Definitely a place you want to keep an eye on in the weeks ahead. So maybe they got more stuff coming out too. And the behind the scenes of Journeys In. Just 2 weeks ago, we hosted a community Q&A dedicated to asking the programmers and artists of Relogic about what went into the making of Journeys In and Terraria as a whole. Many of the members of the community asked questions held in their hearts about what it was like to develop Journeys In, and the programmers and artists have spoken. If there's anything you always wanted to know about the behind the scenes of Terraria, and one of our lovely members of the development team may have answered the question for you. Below are the links to the programmer and artist where they have answered the questions. So another place if you want to check that out. Again, I'll have the link for this post in my description. And it says February, new things this way come. We're expecting to have at least a few new products to reveal in Terraria merchandise during the month of February, including some categories where we never had anything to offer our fans before. So if you have any interest in keeping track of the latest and greatest, you want to keep a close eye on our social media channels as well as right here on TCF. We are pretty excited about what's coming soon. Okay, coming soon, a Terraria merch hub. This is as we continue to expand our network of amazing Terraria merch partners. We need a place to see it all. Location and continues to increase. We are working behind the scenes as we speak on just that. One place for Terraria fans and be able to browse all the Terraria merch in one place. Kept up to date as time goes on. We share some sneak peeks into this as it is in progress. Stay tuned. And then they talk about the parkour challenge, Afro Man 1, Ultimate Parkour Challenge, which is pretty cool. Okay, and then it says we are constantly witnessing incredible Terraria achievements performed by the community. However, defeating the Moon Lord in a For the Worthy run while using hardcore to master mode settings is on a whole other level. The first reported Moon Lord victory under these settings was by Mr. Sapphire on August 15th. Then for 2 months, we did not hear of anyone in the community going the distance. On October 24th, we made an announcement and let the challenge that we were looking for the next godlike Terrarian to defeat the Moon Lord under these settings live on Twitch. We are pleased to announce the first Terrarian to complete this challenge. After the announcement was Archie, and it's got his Twitch channel listed here, and we want to give a massive shout out to him for being the first to be able to go the distance. Furthermore, we are here to shout outs to Mr. Sapphire and Badger, who also will be able to complete this challenge live over on Twitch after the challenge was set. Please let us know whenever anyone completes the epic challenge, because this is among the toughest gaming challenge around. Until next time, Terrarians, we hope you have an amazing month and look forward to bringing you the latest and greatest next time. Okay, guys, that pretty much wraps it up. It's been a long recording, so. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next video.